Check one. How about that? I need some shorts. Not a word from you. I don't know why that wasn't turned on. I know I used it last time.
I would say when we hit 10 minutes. Yeah, so 10 minutes before we start. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I don't remember the name. Doug, one of our official sponsors. As I get older, that's when I'm getting motivated.
Hello and welcome to the O'Connor Fieldhouse. I am Jeff Colors, and we are live with Beet City Roller Derby. We're set for the Battle of the Valley. It is Beet City up against none other than Treasure Valley. So happy to have you here with us this week. We're going to be doing... All right, hang on with us 1 second. All right, we are... Check. Sorry about that, folks. We're working through some audio here. The national anthem is being played here at the arena. All right. Looks like we are good to go here. The national anthem is over. I want to say a big shout out to Max and Marcos, who are helping us here this week. We have got a great show for you, and can't wait to get this game going here. I'm back with you here live, and it is going to be a great show. We're getting ready to get this started here, so I'm going to switch over here. Thanks to everybody. Treasure Valley is getting ready to get introduced. Let me tell you who's skating for the Treasure Valley Boise River Rollers here on September the 16th here from O'Connor Fieldhouse. Number 2, Lulu Kapowski. Lulu Kapowski, number 101. Cupquake, number 12. Abracadaver, 206. Number 22, Page Against the Machine. 222, Blonde All Over. 2517, Mia Wallops. Number 303, Louisville Slugger. Number 602, one of the best names in roller derby, Slim Shady. Kill Switch and Skate will be 714. 823, Psychosomatic. Number 84, Megatron. Number 9, Ride or Die. Number 909, Woody. Number 967, Pippi Longblackened. And 630, pound for pound, the hardest hitting blocker I've ever met in my life, Scarlet Danger. All right, and coaches are Stoney and Babe Ruthless for Beet City. They're going to be here announced in just a minute. We'll let you see those girls in just a second here. And they are getting ready to come out on the track here. There's our penalty box shot. You get to see that. That's skaters becoming in the penalty box. And here come the Beet City Bombers as they come out here tonight to skate against TVR. All right, starting with 00, Detriment. Number 01, Patty, Ziggy Stardust. 00 is Detriment Patty. Number 02, Purdy. Number 03, Banff. Number 11, Dynamite Doll. Number 21, Famous Lamus. Number 26, Trixie. Number 2731, Shanny Whacker. Number 33, Frenzy Kinsey. Number 514, Smack Skellington. Number 535, Chloe Kardashian. Number 679, Blitzen and Dixon. Number 080, Frisky Whiskey. Number 84, Abby Ruthless. Number 88, BB Hellcat. And number 855, Axel Dental. Coaching tonight is Famous Phil and Cougar. We, my friends, are happy to have you here along with us tonight. It's going to be a great show. Can't wait to get this thing going here. We're just a few minutes away, 3 minutes away from getting this action going. We have so many cameras here for you tonight. So excited about everything that we have. And hopefully you'll have a good show here. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Hit me up in the chat, okay? I see the chat. I got it going. I'll do my best to respond here. I'm by myself. Our next game here is October 14th, and that's going to be the homecoming game for Beet City. My executive producer, Fletcher Wartick, will be back with me here, and so excited. Mimi is in the house with us here tonight, and she's going to be the in-house person, and so we're getting ready to get this thing kicked off here. I'm pretty excited, so we're just waiting for just a few last things here, and we'll get going here for some roller derby. All right. Sorry, just getting that camera there a little bit more in focus for you there. This camera here, this is over here by my stand. This is basically, you're seeing what I'm seeing here. This will be the jammer line. As you can see, referees are going to be coming out here to the track here in just a second. Our next cam is going to be our camera at the end so that you see the beginning of the jam. You'll see Marcos, he's operating that camera from Valley View High School. Thanks to Valley View High School production for getting us some help tonight. Appreciate that. And Marcos for being here part of this. Like I said, our camera number 4, this is going to be our friend Max. He is going to be operating that camera there. That's a mobile cam. Max will be walking around here tonight, and you'll get some great close-up shots. And then we have our other camera here. It goes into the penalty box, and so we have that ready to go. So this is it. Game, we're getting ready to get started here, folks. Right here on the jam line. It's going to be Louisville Slugger going up against Ziggy Stardust here to get this first jam going. And this is going to be a lot of fun. Of course, this event is brought to you by Good Boy Studios. For all your podcast and live streaming needs, Good Boy Studios. Hit us up at goodboystudios.com. That's goodboystudios.com. We'd love to hear from you there. Oh, man, we're ready to get this thing going here. Just waiting for the officials. All right. Getting ready to get going here. There's the first whistle. And you'll see that action coming right to you there on the end. Marcos has got it coming to you. And your lead jammer is going to be Ziggy Stardust. She's out there on her own, hitting that pack, trying to get some points here. If you've never watched Derby before, tapping her hips, calling off the jam is Ziggy Stardust, and picks up 2 points to TVR's 0. So Beet City takes an early lead as Ziggy Stardust jumps right in there. We see this is Max camera here. This is our mobile cam. Max is on the outside there, getting some nice close-up shots. And starting off this jam is going to be Blonde All Over for TVR. And number 11, that's Dynamite Doll for the Beet City Bombers, herefore known as BCB. Oh, and Dynamite Doll with a little trickeration of her own there, knocking Blonde All Over back out of the back of that pack. Trying to get a little head start. And now the action's coming right to you there. Blonde All Over still tied up in that pack, trying to get around. Oh, we're going to have our first power jam of the night as Dynamite Doll is going to come right there. You see that right there in the pack. Oh, we got 2 jammers going to the box. Now, here's the rules. We can't have 2 jammers at the same time. So as soon as the first jammer sits, the second jammer sits, the other jammer is released. And so now we've got Dynamite Doll back out. Both jammers will sit at the same amount of time in the penalty box. And because roller derby's kind of boring without the scoring components out there, otherwise known as jammers. Blondell over slides through to the inside. What a great move there. Now we will go the full 2 minutes on this. This will go the full 2 minutes as we had both jammers get a penalty. Don't see that too often. Blondell over trying to call it off as she can't. She's not lead jammer. No lead jammer. She called it off. It should be a penalty, so we'll find out what happens here. Blonde all over was not lead jammer, called it off, so that is a penalty, and TVR should start jammerless this jam. We'll find out what the referees say here while they decide. All right, so the officials are still talking about this. As you can see, the officials right now are in an official review. While we are waiting for this, I'd like to give you some bios here, and some of our Beet City Bombers here as we're going through this. All right, here, back with me here. All right, so let's talk about Banff, number 03. That's the skater's name is Banff. Their position is jammer, so they're generally a jammer. We asked them, what's your skater word? And theirs was badass. Banff is a rookie. This is their first year, joined in 2023. During the day, Banff is a software test engineer. Was asked, why did you join roller derby? And they said it looked like a fun new hobby. And what do they enjoy doing outside of roller derby? Well, let me tell you what they like doing outside of roller derby. They enjoy find them outside up in the mountains doing something hunting related. It's kind of cool. I like that. The officials are still talking over there. No derby members because it's too soon to say. So that's a little information there on Banff, our newest skater here to Beet City. Thank you for coming along. Good Boy Studios here in the house. Got the old wooden bow tie. My lovely wife got me on our wedding day. And so I want to say hello to her. She's back home watching this, and just can't wait for this thing to get going here. The referees are still talking. That's what I think. Okay. So, yeah, she will serve a penalty for successfully calling off the jam. All right, just got the word from the officials. Man, I love roller derby. They love to come over here. They'll talk to us. So, as I said, Blonde All Over was not the lead jammer, and she successfully called off the jam. Now, at the end of the day, it is a referee's job to make sure that they understand that. But she did call it off and wasn't allowed to. So that means Beet City, Banff, who we just talked about, will be jamming, and they're going to run this jam in a solo power jam to begin. Now, here's the thing. Blonde All Over only has to sit in that box for 30 seconds. If Banff doesn't get lead jammer at 30 seconds, Blonde All Over can actually get out and become lead jammer. So we'll see what happens here as Banff rolls around there. And we see Banff going, but does get lead jammer. So Banff is on that power jam right now. Banff now coming up to the pack. Trying to find their way through. Oh, Scarlet Danger with a hard shoulder and another hard shoulder to follow that up. Another hard hit from Scarlet. Banff is just bouncing around. And we're going to get a back block called on one of the TVR skaters here. That's Abracadabra. She will be going to that penalty box. The action right here in front of you, as you can see. And Banff gets out of that pack, and it's going to be skating around. Now Banff's coming back up to that pack. Blonde all over out of the penalty box. Now trying to find their way through. Banff again out of that pack. That's another 4 points. The score right now is 13-1 in favor of the Beet City Bombers. And Blonde all over is going to go back to the penalty box, and that's another power jam. So with less than 30 seconds left to go in this, looks like Beet City's going to finish the jam as they started it in a power jam. But Banff is going to call it off right there and going to put an end to that. Right now, as you see Blonde sitting in that penalty box, unfortunately, 3 penalties really, if you count those in the first jam there. So that's 3 penalties that Blonde spent a lot of time, and she'll have to go back out to that penalty out of the track again 30 seconds after this jam starts. Banff called it off and was able to start this next one in the penalty. So Ziggy Stardust will be back out there jamming for BCB, and they will be working to get that lead jammer. And gets out of that pack pretty quickly. Made pretty quick work of that. And we see now Ziggy's coming back up to that pack. It's right there in front of you. And gets out. It's able to scoot away. You see them coming around there. All the action's back up in that corner there. Ziggy hits that pack right on the inside. Blonde all over out of the penalty box now. Blonde is just stuck over there in that pack. Going to get a penalty called. And we have a star pass as Slam Shady takes over. Ziggy Stardust called for a back block. That was close. And we're going to get a track cut called on Slam as she tiptoed on that outside there and just did get caught. So, again, 2 jammers in the penalty box at the same time. We've had that twice in this game. Something we don't see a whole lot of. We're seeing right now. Waiting for the jammers to be released. And Ziggy slides out. Oh, my gosh. Did you see that? She slid right through there and was able to get out of that pack. There you see a good shot close up there. Ziggy's coming around. Action's right here in front of the table as Ziggy's going to hit the back of that pack. Knocked down, gets right back on their skates again. Slam Shady not able to get to that BCB defense right now. Really tied up. And we go the full 2 minutes, and that's going to be it as jammers high-five each other as we get around. Wow, what a jam. Waiting for the final score to go up. It looks like it's going to be 39-2 in favor of Beet City right now. I apologize. We've lost one of our cameras, so we've missed one of these angles over here. And as soon as we get a break in the action, I'll slide over and see if I can get it fixed. But we have lost one of our cameras here. All right, here we go. Kill switch and skate for the first time out for TVR. And it is going to be kill switch. Kill switch is a very fast jammer here. You see kill switch coming around on you there. Some close-up action there. Kill switch knocked through the inside, comes all the way back around. Very smart skater there to do that. And finally, Dynamite Doll takes the star pass and gets out. And that's going to end the jam. It's like a perfect Dynamite Doll with a wave to the camera. I love it. Thank you so much, Dynamite Doll. That is awesome. She always just has so many smiles on her face. It's just fantastic. I love it. Dynamite Doll with a wave. That's awesome. All right, we're set to go back here. The skaters are lining up. All right, the action coming right to you here, right on the outside, but that's going to be a track cut. Oh, man, I saw that one on the camera. If you saw it too, that was, it was pretty flagrant there. And so now TVR has a chance to get lead jammer and be in the power jam and trying to get out of that pack, but knocked out of bounds. Beet City playing staunch defense, but another Beet City blocker going to the penalty box here. So Beet City has 2 in the box. You can see the action right now as everybody trying to get through there. That's number 84 for TVR. But I don't have their number on here. Oh, yes, it does. Megatron. And Megatron finally gets out and gets lead jammer. All right, Megatron will be coming back around over on you here. So you get set up here to get into that pack. And we are back to full jammer status as both jammers are now out of the box. And getting out of the pack for the first time is Banff, number 03. There's the action right here in front of you. Megatron tapping her hands on her hips, calling off the jam before Banff can get up and get any more points. Want to thank you all for coming along here tonight to the O'Connor Fieldhouse here in Caldwell, Idaho, as we get this bout underway tonight. 19:42 left to go in the first half, 39-5. Louisville Slugger going up against Trixie. Both these jammers are really good jammers, so this should be a fun little jam. And we're going to get a timeout called by TVR. Welcome. All right. Just more big shout out to Beet City for having us here tonight. They're putting this on the live stream. Hopefully that you guys are. Yes, sorry, Josh. Right now, scores 39-5. Tried to get that live feed on that. We had that the last game, and we don't have it this one, so I apologize. But we'll keep you up to date. 39-5 right now. Beet City with a 34-point lead. I love it when they make math easy. But happy to have you guys along. Good Boy Studios and Beet City partnering up here so that we can bring you this live action roller derby from O'Connor Fieldhouse here in Caldwell. It's a beautiful day here in the Treasure Valley. I know some of you are out watching this in other parts of the world here, and some of you are in New Jersey. And so we miss you. You know who you are. Can't wait to have you back on the track again. So, but we're happy to be here. The officials, we've had a timeout called. Trying to figure out if we have an official review happening here. But we'll get to the bottom of this here as we see everybody's out there on the track right now. Trying to get some microphone volume from you here, too. And it is an official review. So TVR calls a timeout, and then they called the official review. And so they're going to do that. We'll find out what the official review is about. And we'll get to that. So... all right. While I have a minute, Levesque Law, you know I talked about you, full-service immigration law practice in Meridian, and their attorneys have over 20 years combined experience practicing law. It's one of our sponsors. Thank you for being a sponsor. If you want to continue to sponsor Roller Derby, if you've never sponsored Roller Derby, it's your chance to get out and do it. You know, reach out to Beet City and ask them how you can help support them. I mentioned earlier that we have our next bout. Will be October 14th. That is our last bout of the year. It's going to be a fun little bout. The last game of the season is on October 14th. Join us for a special night where we honor all the past drafted skaters from Beet City over its 10 years as an official organization. We have a special ceremony planned before the bouts begin. Come and see familiar faces and be ready for a fun night of roller derby. Bout 1 will be a tough matchup between Beet City and our Eastern Idaho friends, the Portneuf Valley Bruisers. Expect to see some big hits and laughs in between. Between bouts, hop on down to the track for a thriller dance party to lead into our black and white zombie mashup game. This will be a mix of skaters from across Idaho leagues of varying skill levels. Some of our retired former Bombers will also skate in the mashup. Tickets are on sale now at brownpapertickets.com. Get yours today. We can't wait to see you next month to close out the 2023 season. So that is what's happening here. Beet City has tonight's game, and then our last two games will be a doubleheader, October 14th, right back here at O'Connor Fieldhouse, as we see that the officials are still having their little conversation here in the middle, and they're kind of chatting about this. Look at that great camera. Man, great camera there by Max. Great shot, Max. Max is getting there, getting right up in there. You see Highway talking. They're trying to get some of this sorted out. We don't know what it is yet. We'll find out what happened here. But for sure, we'll let you know. As soon as we find out something, we'll let you know what happened here. So our head referee is going to go over there and try and get some information on this here. I'm going to see if I can get our referee's microphone working here.
She was actually on to herself. So, there's a whole bunch of people out of my race.
We see Scarlet Danger skating around. Kiki Chaos there with the official review. Glad, roller derby has a really good time, and I'm glad that they're able to do that. So that's awesome. All right, we're gonna find out what happened here.
Challenging points in the last call off. No points were awarded because the skater was not held a bunch or passes were made, so no points were scored.
Okay. On the last pass, right? Yeah. All right. Their TVR challenged whether or not points should have been scored and the last pass because the skater went out of bounds and then called off the jam, and so points were not scored on that. All right, getting set to go back here. Max with a great shot there on the inside. Oh, man, what a beautiful shot that is. You can see Scarlet Danger with the red hair flowing up from underneath the helmet. Just right up in your face right there. Look at that action coming right at you. Trixie trying to make their way through. And does make it on the outside and becomes lead jammer. But both jammers are out. At the same time, Louisville Slugger. You see the jammers coming around to you here. And that's going to end the jam. And that's what we call the perfect jam. No points were scored by either jammer. You see Max coming back over here, looking at our referees, getting a nice zoom in. Look at that. Right up on our Robo and Garber there as they're getting this, calling this. Our officials are wonderful, wonderful folks. They all volunteer their time, and they don't get paid to do this. All right, let's give you a shot here from the back. As you can see, we've got Dynamite Doll going up against Blonde Doll over. Dynamite Doll with a definite height advantage. No, her wheels aren't bigger. She's just a little taller. Dynamite Doll trying to step at that inside there. And Dynamite Doll explodes out of that pack, lights that fuse, and away she goes. Dynamite Doll making their way out of the pack. And gets around to the outside. Picking up 4 more points. Dynamite Doll taps her hands on their hips, calls off the jam before TVR can score any points. And 43-5 as Beet City Bomber extends their lead 17.5. All right. Oh, sorry. I said Josh. It's Yoshi. Gotcha. Rocket, gotcha. All right. Love this. Great game we're having here. If you're a Beet City fan, if you're TVR, you might be a little worried here, but this is the Bombers, right? And so are the, Boise River Rollers. It's a lot of new skaters in here. They're still learning a lot of the skills. It's a good game for them to go up against BCB. Kill, switch, and skate for the aforementioned TVR. But it's going to be Banff getting out lead jammer. And Kill, switch, and skate finally makes their way out of the pack. Banff now trying to get some points. Trying to add on. Slides around to the outside. Gets knocked out of bounds. Tapping her hands on her hip, calling off the jam, but not before Kill, switch, and skate. She was covered up there by the referee, by the other skaters. Robo couldn't see the jam being called off. That's not on the referee. That's on the jammer. That's one of those things. When I was a jam ref, I used to tell my skaters, look, if I can't see you, you got to let me know. You know, I'm calling it off. And not just assume that we can see you as a jam ref. So it really helps, especially if you're not as tall. Like we see right now, Megatron's out there. Kind of has a height disadvantage here when they go around that outside. All right, getting the jam started here. And Megatron going up against Ziggy. And the action's right there in front of you on our stationary camera at the end. And it is going to be Ziggy Stardust getting lead jammer right out of the gate there in that turn number 2. Action's coming right back here in front of the table. Oh, Megatron took a hard hit right there and see him get back up. Action's coming right back up to the first turn there. Oh, and from their hips, Ziggy Stardust calls off the jam on their knees, tapping their hips. Ziggy Stardust calls off the jam, picks up 4 more points, and extends that lead out to 58-9, almost a 50-point lead. 49-point advantage right now for Beet City with 14.5 minutes. Man, this first half is kind of creeped by here. I'll be honest with you. It's kind of crawled by here just a little bit. And here we go. Jam's back underway again. It's going to be Dynamite Doll against Louisville Slugger. And Dynamite Doll, got called for a forearm. Now, will Lee Jammer now Lee Jammer gets assigned to Treasure Valley because of the forearm penalty. Oh, skaters are everywhere. The pack is dissolved. Oh, the pack's back there. Action everywhere on the track here. It's hard to keep up. They're coming back over here in front of our table, in front of our broadcast table here. Mimi standing off to my right. She has the in-house tonight. As you can see right in front of you, Louisville Slugger finally gets past Frenzy Kinsey. Dynamite Doll! Someone lit that fuse and she exploded out of that pack and going to catch up. What power by Dynamite Doll. My goodness. Oh, getting the crowd fired up. Look at that. Look at this crowd here at the O'Connor Fieldhouse. What a great night. Lining back up here, it's going to be Blonde all over again, going up against Banff. If you're confused which one Blonde all over is, she's the one with the blonde hair flowing out from underneath the green helmet with the white star. TVR in the green. Beet City Bombers in all black with the gold labels. Oh, and Banff with a nice shoulder to drive Blonde all over down. You may think that doesn't do a lot, but it really does, because now you've got to spend energy as a skater to get off the track. And, it doesn't seem like much, but looks like Banff is going to get called to go to the penalty box here for a forearm. So Lee Jammer still available. If Blonde All Over can find their way out of the pack, but man, it's a tough pack to get through right now. And gets lead jammer. Blonde All Over gets out of there and is going to skate into that pack. You see her coming into the frame here. Blonde All Over hitting that pack, knocked out of bounds. Has to recirculate to the back of the pack. Coming right in front of your camera. You'll see him come out. Going up against Abby Ruthless. I'm sorry, that's Purdy. That's Purdy in 0-2. Sorry, Abby. Didn't mean to miscall there. Abby's 84. Don't know why I got those mixed up. The score is 58-17. BRR, Boise River Rollers, got some points on the board there. As we set up our next jam, jam number 13 here from O'Connor Fieldhouse, Caldwell, Idaho. Kill switch and skate will be going up against Ziggy Stardust again. There you see the action coming right at you. Kill switch and skate is going to pick up that lead jammer status. Scarlet Danger directing. Kill switch knocked out of bounds, calls off the jam. 2 more points for Boise River Rollers, making it 58-19 with just about 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Going to be Megatron, and it's a power jam. Don't know what happened to Ziggy there at the end, but got sent to the penalty box. So it's going to be Megatron on a power jam here. Whistle blows. Megatron trying to make their way through. Going up against Smack Skellington there with the blue bandana around their neck. A lot of whistles being blown. That's a no pass, no penalty. That's a no pass, no penalty. That means not going to be lead jammer. That means we're going the full 2 minutes, folks. We're going to go the full 2 minutes on this. All right, let me explain what no pass, no penalty means. So as you saw, Smack Skellington knocked her out of bounds, but Smack then went down. Megatron continued on, did not come back and pass Abby or Smack legally. So therefore, although she didn't commit a penalty, she cannot become lead jammer because you have to pass every skater legally. So that's what they call the no pass, no penalty. And that's why no lead jammer was established. And now they're saying that, I don't know how. Ziggy started in the box. So yes, Ziggy can become lead jammer. So now Ziggy Stardust is lead jammer for Beet City. Slamming their hands on their hips, calling off the jam. Picking up 3 points. Okay, so started off the jam in the box, and that's how Ziggy got lead jammer. Okay. I'm thoroughly unconfused, and hopefully I haven't confused you too much. Dynamite Doll lining up there to go right back into this again. Going up against Louisville Slugger. I just love Dynamite Doll. She always has a smile on her face. Pack has moved up a little bit. The action's coming right to you there. You see Louisville Slugger trying to get past and does get past Purdy, pick up lead jammer. But Dynamite Doll is also out of that pack. You see Dynamite. Now right back to the action over here. TVR content to let this one skate. As the action comes around. Slamming their hands on their hips, calling off the jam is Louisville Slugger. .37 left to go in the first half. Beet City 67, Boise River Rollers 30.
In favor of the Bombers, 7 minutes to go.
Blonde all over, skating again for TVR. Going up against Banff. See Trixie out there. Pivot for Beet City with the colored visor on. Blonde all over, takes a hard hit, gets right back up. Banff knocked out of bounds, recirculates back. Banff has some speed. Wow, that was quick. Both of these jammers having a hard time getting through the defense right now, but it is going to be Banff. Banff gets out and gets lead jammer. Blonde all over with a step to the inside, also gets through. Blonde just picked up a point right there as it went past one of the blockers. Banff calling it off. 2 for TVR, 3 for Beet City, making it 71-32. 6 minutes by the time we get this next jam going here. All right, we see Max here on the inside with that great shot of our head referee. Getting these shots of these blockers here as we get ready to go. Frisky Whiskey going up against Kill Switch and Skate. Kill Switch, very fast jammer. Trying to find their way through the pack. But it's going to be Frisky Whiskey on the outside, picking up lead jammer. You see the action there from Max as he gets it. Kill Switch and Skate finally gets out. Now both jammers trying to score points. Kill Switch and Skate finds their way through first, but now gets swallowed back up. Action's right here from the inside. Oh, Kill Switch and Skate takes a hard hit and gets up. Frisky Whiskey takes a hard hit, gets up. Max here's right on the action. Jam is called as Scarlet Danger applies a hit right at the end. Less than 5 minutes to go, 75-36. Boise River Rollers have cut into this lead a little bit. I know it doesn't sound like much, but then they've cut back into this and making this respectable here at the end of this first half. See our great referees there getting ready for the next jam. Right up on the inside. What a great shot there. Trixie and Megatron. And it looks like a pileup out there. Purdy knocks back Megatron. Has to come back. Lead jammer goes to Trixie. The action, like you see, is right in front of you on our main stationary camera there. There's Trixie getting 4 more points. And with a star pass, Slam Shady comes out. Now, what's a star pass, Jeff? Well, I'm glad you asked. A star pass is when the jammer takes off the helmet cover and they can hand it to one other skater, and that is the pivot. And the pivot can take the star. They can't become lead jammer, but they can pick up points as Trixie calls it off. And Beet City Bombers has extended that lead from up to 83-36. Will be less than 3 minutes when the next jam starts. It'll be jam number 19.
Are we having a good time?
One poor Mimi. She's trying to get the crowd fired up, and no one's responding. All right, Ziggy back out there for Beet City, going up against Louisville Slugger, and it's going to be Louisville Slugger that's going to get that lead jammer status. You can see Louisville coming around on the front stretch, getting ready to hit that pack again. Ziggy's out of the pack. A lot of action right here Louisville Slugger picks up 4 more points. I think TVR is content to skate. Oh, my gosh. Ziggy with a great... Oh, and another great move by Ziggy to get around the hip check from Scarlet Danger. Oh, I stood up in my seat. That was amazing. What a great shot. Ziggy with great moves there to be able to slide away. The action is right here in front of the table. Ziggy trying to keep on her skates. There you can see the skaters right here in front of us. And the jam ends. What a jam. Wow. Scarlet Danger checking to make sure she still has all of her teeth after that hit.
That's my teeth.
A little high block. It happens. It's roller derby. Oh, my gosh. This is what a jam that was. Look, there's our friend. Hi. She's on camera. Oh, yes. Say hello to the camera. That's Dynamite Doll posing for the camera. I love it. I love it. Going up against Blonde all over. We have a special guest coming to halftime. Mrs. Idaho American is coming, and we're going to get them on here, and we're going to talk to them for here just a little bit at half. Right now, it's going to be Dynamite Doll, your lead jammer, picking up that lead jam for Beet City. Pumping up the crowd. She goes along. Oh, a hard hit there to Blonde all over. I don't know if you got to see it. It was kind of blocked there on the camera, but, man, that was a hard hit. Look at this great shot by Max. Dynamite Doll and Blonde all over. She's got a look on her face like, if I catch you, look at this. See if the camera can catch it here. She's trying to get everything adjusted as they come back around. Oh, great move by Blonde all over on the outside, just like everything parted right there and able to get through. Dynamite Doll content to continue skating. We have 40 seconds left to go in the first period, a minute to go in the jam. Now, here's how this works. Even if the period ends, Blonde all over, man, she really got everything kind of going there at the end. She got a look on her face like, I'm tired of this. I need to. Oh, Abby Smack Skellington with a hit there on Blonde all over, and that's going to end the jam and probably going to end our half here. So
Check 1, 2.
So we have just 2 seconds left to go here, and we do have intermission. I'm going to see if I can get Blonde all over here to come over here with us and just give us a quick little interview here. See if we can get Blonde all over to come over here and join us. I want to chat with her. Hey, can you get Blonde for me? Can you get Blonde for me? We're going to get Blonde over here. I'm going to interview her real quick, see if we can chat with her and get her here on the microphone. She's going to come over here. Come on, here, take this microphone. I want to talk to you. Take your mouth guard out. You're on camera here. Get in here where the folks can see you. Here, let's hide this. There we go. All right. Here, take this. I'm going to let you hold it. All right. So you got knocked down, and when you got back up, you had this death look on your face. And you were like, I'm going to score some daggum points here. And you did. Listen, you've been taking these hard hits. Talk to us. Talk to the fans here about that last jam.
Okay, so it's very motivating to get accidentally hit in the mouth.
Oh, yes.
I mean, total accident, things happen, but I was like, oh, ow, roar.
And that really fired you up, didn't it?
It did.
I saw it. I was telling the fans here on the live stream, I'm like, I have never seen a face like that. Like, she was just like, argh. So that was awesome. I thank you for coming to join us. I know you want to get with your team. I know you want to get regrouped here. Thank you for joining us. Great last jam.
Thank you.
All right, yes. So we're going to see here if I can get Max to Max, can you get on the cheerleaders on the halftime show? We're going to get Max out there. He's going to get on the halftime show here. We'll show you here what's happening here, these festivities. Come back on that. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear it here. All right, there we are. All right, I'm going to bring in a very special guest here. I'm going to give you this lovely microphone here that you can talk into. I'm not going to make you wear one of our sweaty headsets, so yeah. So I'm going to have you just a little closer into the microphone there for me. Perfect. I'll get you turned up. All right, this is Jamie Perriman. She is Miss Idaho American. And you were here tonight watching your first roller derby game. Is that what I understand?
Yes, my name is, as you said, Jamie Perryman, Mrs. Idaho American 2023, and I'm here cheering on our Mrs. Star, Masumi Purdy, or as I've been told, her name is Purdy Girl.
That's
on the
right.
track.
That's right. That's right. We don't go by our real names here. I even have one too. I was a referee, so mine was Ref Butler.
Oh.
Because I'm from the South, so a play on Rhett Butler, Ref Butler. So
I thought it was because you're so well mannered and such a dignified young gentleman.
You don't know me very well. I've got you fooled right now so far. So hang on here. Wait a minute. I got to get you transitioned. No, there we go. Now we're on camera. I usually have my executive producer. He's not with me tonight. He's off. So yes, they fall down. It's okay. It's okay.
My mom heart is like, oh no, okay. Is everyone okay? I would out there every time.
All right, so now we're on camera. I apologize to the listening audience. They were still watching before. This is Jamie Perriman, Mrs. Idaho American.
Yeah.
So how did you get it? Have you done pageants your whole life, or is this something you've done? Like, kind of walk us through how you got into this.
Yeah, I just had a gut calling to participate, and I love my community, and I wanted to bring my community together. So I signed up for the Idaho America pageants, and that was 3 years ago. I had never been in a pageant before, and I placed first runner-up the first 2 years.
Wow.
And then this past year, I was blessed to have the Mrs. Idaho American title, and we competed at nationals just a couple weeks ago in Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
A great experience.
That's
as well.
awesome.
And it was such a great sisterhood, too.
Oh, I can imagine. Probably a lot like roller derby. I've been involved with the sport since 2010, and and one of the things I love about it as a father of daughters, I love how the community works together and becomes that family, right? It's not just teammates, you're a family. So I got to imagine it's probably a lot like what you're talking about, the sisterhood with that. So if there's any folks out there watching this, either live or they're going to be watching this later on the replay, if they're interested in this, what words of wisdom do you have for them as they get into, if they want to do what you do, get into this pageantry? What do you have for them? Because let's be honest, we've all seen the TV shows on TLC. Some of those, I get a little worried about the little kids that look like grown-ups on there, but it's for the folks that are interested in it. What words of wisdom do you have?
Just like anything in life, you just got to do it. Whether it's roller derby or participating in a pageant, you just do it. So that way you're not going to look back when you're older and be like, oh, I could have, or I wish I would have. You just do it. Even if it's your first time doing it, there's people to help you along the way, people that want to continue the legacy and continue giving back. And so just go for it. And right now, our Idaho America Pageants applications are open and can be found at idahoamericapageants.com, I believe, is the website. So.
Very good, very good. Well, and we'll post that link on our YouTube page as well, so we'll put that in the comments later after this. But, well, Jamie, thank you for coming. I really appreciate you spending some time. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. Beet City, they're in control right now, 99-53, so it's a good game so far. But I will tell you this, I've been doing Derby long enough to know that may not last for long. So
I guess I got to stick around.
That's it. Jamie Perriman, Mrs. Idaho American, thank you for joining us here, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you bet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here in just a little bit. I'm going to rest my pipes here, and we'll get back to the second half here in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Don't go away. Thank you so All right, we're coming back to you here. Coming back to you here. Got our action shot there from Marcos. Looks like everybody's back on. Thanks, guys. Oh, right out of the gate, hard hit there, tumble as we get into the line. A lot of action here. We got one of these cameras picked up for you here, so apologize we lost that. Oh, and Blondell over our halftime interview right as she started the second half, just like she started the first in the box. Oh, my gosh. Great shot there from Max as Banff is getting out of there. All right, we got our penalty box camera back. We've got our main stationary camera. We've got here the jammer line camera. We also have this side of the track now for you. We didn't have that covered for you earlier. Sorry about that. We got that covered back in now. So got you all under control here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to go here in this second half. We're going to bring you all the action right here from O'Connor Fieldhouse. And next jam is underway. It's going to be Ziggy Stardust going up against Kill Switch and Skate. And Ziggy Stardust jamming around. Kill Switch and Skate also making their way around the track with a little pirouette. See the actions right here in front of you. Right in front of the camera here. Scarlet Danger back on the track now for TVR. And the jam's going to get called. There's our head official there, rocking and rolling for us tonight. .107, Beet City breaks the century mark. See Scarlet Danger with the red hair coming out from underneath the helmet. Megatron going up against Dynamite Doll. There's a great close-up of that action there. Dynamite Doll with a hard hit and get recirculated to the back of that pack. You see Scarlet pushing Dynamite all the way back. All the action coming around. Lee Jammer will be going to Megatron. And Dynamite Doll able to get out of that pack finally. Oh, Smack Skeleton going to spend 30 seconds respite in the box. And here comes Dynamite Doll. Megatron calls off the jam, picks up 4 points. So we get set for the fourth jam of this. Well, I can't believe it's the fourth jam already this second half. It is just flying by here, ladies and gentlemen. They're watching on the internet, on the Old Good Boy Studios YouTube page. You can check it out there. Check all of our content out. All right, it is going to be Banff going up against Louisville Slugger. You see the action right there in front of you. Banff gets lead jammer. And getting out of the pack and calling off the jam. And that's going to end the jam. Beet City 117, BRR 65. As we see our jam timer there, Kiki Chaos getting everything set up for us as we get this next jam. Jam number 5, it'll be Blonde All Over going against Ziggy Stardust. Man, this night has flown by. 117-65 as we get set to go. Max, great shot there on these blockers. Ziggy trying to get their way through. And gets lead jammer. Oh, but Ziggy's going to go to the penalty box. No pack was called. Means the skaters, you have to stay within 10 feet of each other. Can't be getting too far away. Here's a great shot by Max. Getting Blonde. Getting right back on their feet. Oh, another hard hit. Blonde trying to push. Going up against Abby Ruthless. And finally pushes Abby out of the way and gets lead jammer. And now the action coming right back up top. Another hit there by Abby. Another hit by Trixie. Blonde all over. Just bouncing around. Both of those blockers are out of play. They must release. See Blonde coming around here. Caught that smile there by Blonde all over. Working their way through the pack. Blonde tapping her hands on her hips, calling off the jam. And Boise River Rollers with a good jam there. 117-73, 22 and a half minutes left to go in this as we get going. Do you see them getting lined up here? It's going to be Kill Switch and Skate going up against Dynamite Doll. And here we go. Jams get started. Action's right there in front of you at the top of this turn. There's some good in-depth shot. If you see Dynamite Doll getting out and getting lead jammer, but Kill Switch and Skate is right behind them as you're going to see them come into camera here. Look at this shot. Great shot by Max, our wonderful cameraman. Oh, we've got Fast Derby. We have Fast Derby, but the jam is going to get called. Wow, what a jam. The fans love it. The fans love it. It's what we call the perfect jam. Nobody scored any points. Mimi's in-house here doing a great job calling the in-house tonight. It's going to be Banff going up against Megatron. 5 seconds is called. See the action right there is Banff trying to make their way through the pack. Scarlet Danger recirculates Banff all the way back. You see the action from our penalty box camera here. And Banff gets out of the pack, gets lead jammer. All right, set to come back into this here again is Banff. Action's right here coming at the announcer table. Oh, the action's right in front of the camera there. What a great shot. Oh, my gosh. And we got a penalty track cut. So Banff is going to get called to the penalty box as the jammer. Banff will be the jammer. The star pass does not count. The star will have to be tossed down. And I think we're going the full 2 minutes on this here. Going to go the full 2 minutes. No lead jammer. So what happened was Banff tried to do a star pass, but did a track cut first. So the star pass doesn't count, and Purdy had to give back the star. We'll have to give the star back to Banff in order for it to be a legal pass. Banff now standing in the penalty box. You see her there on camera getting ready to be released. Meanwhile, Megatron trying to put some points on the board for BRR. And does. They'll skate this one out. There's only 3 seconds left to go, though, as Banff comes on the track. And that'll end the jam, and BRR has cut into that lead. It's now 117 to 89, folks. 117 to 89. They've cut into that lead here a little bit. As we get set to go, it's going to be Louisville Slugger going up against Ziggy Stardust again. Give me that shot here. And we have an official timeout. I'm going to have a chance to get this set away here. Hey, it gives me a chance to talk to you about some of our wonderful sponsors. Dr. Travis White Chiropractic. At the practice of Travis White in Boise, they believe patients should live better, pain-free lives. They offer a full range of chiropractic services, including treating sports injuries, and they keep Beet City's players in top shape. Also, the wonderful Shutter Thug, our derby photographer, Shutter Thug, attends bouts all over the valley and handles all of our team photography. Contact Shutter Thug for your photography needs. Big Shutter Thug, big shout out to Mel there. Look at this great shot by Max. That's just awesome. Let's tell Max, hey, Max, that's a great shot. All the viewers are getting to see that beautiful shot. Love it. In the huddle here, you see Slam Shady over here talking to our officials. And, just a big shout out to all of our officials and non-skating officials for volunteering for this event. They come out and they do this for free. Just like we do, the announcers, Mimi and I, we come out and we do this for free to help promote women's roller derby. If you're interested in this is something you think, man, this is fun. I want to do this. Definitely reach out. There's 2 teams playing tonight. Treasure Valley Roller Derby is the visiting team. And then, of course, the home team tonight is Beet City. And you want to play with them, they all have social media pages. You can definitely check that out and maybe come play roller derby, or you want to be an official, or, you want to come be in the booth here with me. You're like, hey, I could do that. I could be an announcer. Come do it. We'd love to have you here. All right, getting set, been under the jam. Ziggy Stardust with a quick shoulder, tiptoeing on that outside line, and is going to pick up lead jammer. As they skate her way around. Oh, going to get called for a forearm, though. I saw it here. I wasn't quite sure about it, but they got called. So that means Louisville Slugger can still get lead jammer here if they can get through the pack. Ziggy cannot, because of the penalty, no longer eligible to get lead jammer. They can still score points, but cannot get lead jammer. Louisville Slugger trying to get through. No pack is called. Going to get a pack destruction here called. And that looks like it's going to go against Beet City. And so now BRR has a chance to cut into this lead. Slam Shady goes to the penalty box full over there. Look at that. Full of skaters. All right, seeing a lot of action here on the track all over. Look at this great shot here by Max. Here's action coming right to you. Ziggy Stardust out of the box now, still on their initial pass. Slamming their hands on their hips, calling off the jam. And Boise River picks up 3 more points, getting them to 92. Math is hard. I am a comm major. So 117 to 92. Beet City in control of this. Blonde all over is returning to the track for BRR. Dynamite Doll. Let me bring this guy in here real quick. I just talked about you here. This is Shutter Thug. Does our derby photography for us. Say hi to the crowd out there.
Hey, crowd.
Hi, crowd. How can they get a hold of you? Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook, Shutter Thug Photography.
There you go. Find him on Facebook, Shutter Thug Photography. Hey, the action's back on the track. Let's get out there. Oh, my gosh. Dynamite Doll in the penalty box. And it's going to be Blonde all over getting lead jammer here. Hard hit there. Smack Skellington holds her back, trying to get the back block called. It was a hard hit on the captain. Blonde all over, dancing around, trying to find anyway. They are going to get called for a penalty. So here we are. We got jammers in the box. Both jammers, and Blonde sits down. Dynamite Doll is released, so we'll go the full 2 minutes on this one, folks. As both jammers have gotten penalties. 117-92, 16 minutes left to go in the game. Dynamite Doll trying to find their way through the pack. But part of finding their way through the pack is Scarlet Danger, and that's not an easy task. Slam Shady in there as the pivot. And Dynamite Doll quickly back to the box. Oh, my goodness. And now here comes Blonde out of the box. And Blonde all over explodes out of that pack and picks up 4 points. Here's the action right here in front of you. You see a 4-person wall there by Beet City. Slam Shady trying to break that up. Blonde all over right in front of the camera there. Blonde all over's really stepped up their game in this second half here. Here's the action right in front of the announcer tables. In-house and on live stream. The action is right here. Blonde all over pushing hard. And the jam comes to an end. 4 more points for BRR. And the lead is down to 17 points, Mimi. The lead is down to 17 points.
100.
Mimi here working beside me here on the in-house. Mimi trying to get the crowd fired up here. And an official timeout. That gives me a chance to talk about another one of our great sponsors here, Visual Fabricator. Visual Fabricators offers graphic design, illustration, screen printing, and vinyl design and installation, and is the exclusive printer of our Beet City merchandise. Check them out, Visual Fabricator. Also, Flying M Coffee, in business in Boise since 1992. Flying M boasts locations in Boise, Nampa, and Caldwell. Check out their freshly roasted coffee, quirky gifts, and comfortable atmosphere at all 3 locations. All right. Hey, the after party, McCleary's in Caldwell, is the official after party sponsor. Everyone is invited to join us there after the game for a fun evening of live music, awards, and just general roller derby shenanigans. I mean, you know, roller derby shenanigans, you got to have them. My gosh. I want to remind you, our next and final bout of the year for Beet City is Saturday, October 14th. Join us for a special night where we honor all the past drafted skaters from Beet City over its 10 years as an official organization. We have a special ceremony planned before the bout begins. Come and see some familiar faces and be ready for a fun night of roller derby. Bout 1 will be a tough matchup between Beet City and our Eastern Idaho friends, the Portneuf Valley Bruisers. Expect to see some big hits and, by golly, some laughs in between. Bout 1 will be a tough bout. Between bouts, hop on down to the track for a thriller dance party to lead into our black and white zombie mashup game. This will be a mix of all skaters from across Idaho leagues of varying skill levels. Some of our retired former Bombers will also skate in this mashup. Tickets are on sale now at brownpapertickets.com. Get yours today. We can't wait to see you next month to close out the 2023 season. All right. Officials are still talking here. We got some great shots here from Max. There's Robo. All right, the officials are getting this going here. Getting lined up. It's going to be Trixie going up against Kill Switch and Skate. 14 minutes and 32 seconds. 117 to 100. We had a comment in the online chat that Dynamite is naughty. Yeah, she's made a couple trips to the box, so yeah, she's been a little naughty tonight here. And Trixie for Beet City answers the call, rings the bell, and gets lead jammer. Beet City will have a chance to put some points on the board, but Kill Switch and Skate is not far behind. And Trixie gets out, picking up some points. Kill Switch is already at the pack. Trixie calls it off, but it may be 2 points too late. Oh, 3 points too late as TVR picks up 3, 121 to 103. Our wonderful ref crew is skating by right now. Hi, ref crew. You guys are doing a great job. They didn't seem amused at all. They're so serious. Mimi's laughing at me. They're so serious. It's going to be Ziggy Stardust going up against Megatron. Ziggy gets knocked out of bounds, gets knocked backwards. Oh, the action. And tiptoeing on the outside line. Lead jammer is going to go to Megatron. But here comes Ziggy right behind. And Megatron. Oh, a hit there at the end. Are we going to see a penalty? Are we going to see a penalty on that? I don't know. That was kind of a late hit. Looks like they're discussing it over there. Looks like they're discussing it. Is that a late hit? They're talking about it. We'll see if that's a late hit there by the jammer. If it is, that was awful close. I couldn't see it. From here, it looked late to me. I didn't see it. I think it is. I think it's going to be a late hit. And timeout by the officials. Timeout by the officials. I believe we're going to get a late hit on that, on the jam by Ziggy at the end. Because the whistle had blown. So we'll see. We'll see what that call is. The officials are going over. They're trying to get skaters right now. This is going to be interesting. We see our wonderful track crew here on camera fixing the track, making sure everything stays cool. Yes, and we are going to get a misconduct called on that late hit on Ziggy Stardust, and she will go to the penalty box as the jammer. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Late hit misconduct call at the end on that. And that's going to be crazy. So that means that BRR will start this in a power jam. Louisville Slugger out there. (121 to 103). BR not forming a pack. And it is going to be Louisville Slugger sliding out and getting that lead jammer. You see him coming around here in the camera shot. Now come to the back of the pack. Hard hit there. Bounces right back up, though. Pushing their way through is Louisville Slugger. Ziggy Stardust is out of the penalty box and out of the pack now. So putting some pressure on. And calling it off as Louisville Slugger. But not before they cut this to a 10-point lead, 7-point jam. And wow, what a turn of events there. The misconduct for the late hit called. And I think the refs were right. From what I saw from my angle here, I can't argue with what the refs saw. And so I think it was a good call from what we saw from here. And gutsy call, too, because that's a game changer. There's the jam whistle by Kiki Chaos. And Slam Shady. Will the real Slam Shady please jam up? Please jam up. Please jam up. That's right, Slam Shady, lead jammer for the Boise River Rollers. Don't see Slam jam much going up against Banff. Got a high block called on the outside, not on the jammer, on Boise River Rollers. Slam Shady slamming their hands on their heads and their hips, calling off the jam, cutting into that lead. Oh, wow. BRR has been behind by 30 points most of the game. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point game. Can you believe it? 8 points is all that separates these two teams with 10 minutes to go in the game. This is crazy. I told Mrs. Idaho American to stick around because things can change, and was I right? Dynamite Doll going up against Kill Switch and Skate, and Dynamite Doll gets lead jammer. Just what the doctor ordered for Beet City. Dynamite Doll, a little bit more focus this time as they go around. A little less show, a little more go, and gets through that pack and picks up 4 quick points. And Dynamite calls off the jam. Wow, 125, 113. 4 points on that one for Beet City. We get set to go here for jam number 16. Can you believe it? Jam number 16. See Scarlet Danger there in the front of that pack. Ziggy Stardust trying to find a hole, skating around. A little jostling there at the line before the whistle blows. All legal, all legal. See a lot of action right there on the track. No lead jammer's been established yet. They're still fighting for that lead jammer. And it is going to be Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy Stardust got through and lead jammer. And the action is right here in front of you. You can see it. It's hot and heavy. Oh, right in front of the camera. Oh, what a hard hit there. And the jam is called, and Beet City extends their lead. Ziggy going to go take a seat in the bench. Well-needed break after that jam. 129, 113, 7:38 left to go in this game. And we've got Banff going up against Louisville Slugger, and it's going to be Banff lead jammer. Out of play called on Trixie, has to release. And here's the action right in front of you. And Banff hit it and quit it. 4 points. 3 points for Banff on that. 133, 113. Timeout called by Beet City. Hey, Max, can you get in the Beet City huddle? Timeout called as we get set to go here. I'll recap here, 132 to 113. We're going to get Max right over here in this Beet City huddle. Look at this. Look at what we're able to bring you here at the Good Boy Studios as they're talking, getting set to go back in here. Timeout called by the coach. Look at this. Look at this footage. You don't get this anywhere else in roller derby. We're right on it, man. Look at it. Brought to you live by Good Boy Studios. So 132, 113, 6:38 left to go. We've had 17 jams in this game. There it is. We're rocking and rolling. All right, this is getting exciting, folks. I'm just telling you right now, we are getting into it here. This thing can go. I know we've said it before, but it can go any way. Hopefully, you've made all the trips to the bathroom, got your popcorn ready, getting ready to set this up. It's going to be Slam Shady back out there against Dynamite Doll. We see the action here. The whistle blows. Slam Shady knocked out of bounds, gets right back in. Dynamite Doll trying to find a gap to the inside. Slam Shady on the outside, tiptoeing on their toe stops and gets lead jammer for BRR. Dynamite Doll steps to the inside. She gets out of the pack. You see Dynamite coming around here. Slam Shady comes back in, sees Dynamite Doll, decides to keep skating. No, calls it off now. But did Dynamite pick up any points on that? No points gained on that one. The skaters love the camera. I love it. Kill switch and skate going up against Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy showing, say, hey, look at that bruise I got. Getting ready to get this next jam, 132, 113. Lead jammer goes to kill switch and skate. But Ziggy Stardust is right there with her. And kill switch and skate calls it off. No points will be scored on that. The perfect jam. Sorry about that. You heard my ice in my cup. Just trying to get some water there as we get into this. Less than 5 minutes to go. Beet City has extended that lead, 132 to 113. Will be about 4.5 minutes here as we get this next jam going. All the action is right there in front of you on the camera. Good Boy Studios, the Roller Derby Authority, and the Treasure Valley. And it is Banff out to lead jammer. You see Banff come into the set at the end of the screen. Meanwhile, back up top, Megatron finally out of the pack. Megatron breathing heavy there. We'll see Banff come around. And that's going to end the jam. No points on that one. Looks like 136, 113 still. Dynamite Doll going up against Louisville Slugger here. There's the whistle. Oh, and it looks like I-84 at 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon. Crashes everywhere. The Dynamite Doll gets out and gets lead jammer. Still trying to get their way through the pack. And Louisville Slugger finally gets out on their first pass. Dynamite Doll steps to the inside, taps her hips, calls off the jam. Dynamite Doll with a hit it and quit it. Ziggy Stardust going back out for Beet City here. And we got a timeout called by TVR, by Boise River Rollers, as the lead is extended 140 to 113. Oh my gosh, you guys have got a great game here tonight. I'm hopefully you enjoying this. Check us out. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, goodboy_studios. That's good BOI_studios. We're on Instagram. You can follow us there. We also, you can follow Dean too, our little logo dog there, and so you can follow them and follow us on Instagram. We'd love to have you. Give us a follow. You can follow our YouTube page too. We love all the followers on YouTube page. We'll get into that Boise River Roller huddle here now. We saw Beet City. Now here's the one for Boise River Rollers. They're headed back out to the track. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming along and being a part of this tonight. Good Boy Studios, of course, brings this to you free in cooperation with the Beet City Bombers. Give us a like, share us, tell all your friends about us as we grow our business here to become the sports authority in the Treasure Valley for live stream sports. All right, Ziggy Stardust going up against Kill Switch and Skate. 228, 140, 113. Kill Switch and Skate just plows into the back of the pack and gets out and gets lead jammer. Takes a look back over their shoulder to see where Ziggy is and finds her. Tells her team to skate and gets through. Hits it and quits it. Calls it off from the ground. Wow, what a call off there by Kill Switch and Skate. .148, the clock is ticking. It's a 13-point lead right now. Sorry, 23-point lead. Told you, I'm a comm major, not a math major. 23-point lead, 140, 117. Buck and a half left to go. This could possibly be the last jam of the game. Oh, and going to go to the penalty box is Frisky Whiskey. Exactly what BRR needed here. Can Megatron get some points on the board? It all comes down to this right here. This will probably be the last jam. Knocked out of bounds by Purdy. Purdy playing hard. Here's the action right here, brought to you by our mobile cam. As Megatron trying to find their way through the pack, just not able to do it. Beet City doing exactly what they need to do here to stall. Time is a wasting. Just 30 seconds left to go. Megatron can't call it off because they're not lead jammer yet. Oh, another hard hit by Purdy. But this time Megatron gets lead jammer with 18 seconds left to go. And you see both jammers coming around. Coach telling them to skate. A lot of action. The time is up. Megatron calls it, but that's going to do it. It's too little, too late. Nobody scores any points. And the game is over. Max, get on the players, please. Marcos, follow the skaters around the track, please. All right, getting our camera guys here as we get going. What a great game, 140, 117. The score's unofficial, but is probably really close to being there. As we see Boise River Rollers celebrating over there and Beet City celebrating. So now tradition in roller derby where the skaters will come around. You're going to tell them who to go. They're probably waiting for you. Oh, there goes Beet City. And you see them going around here, skating around, giving high fives. Thank you, sir. Great game. Hey, Max, can you come back to the table when you're finished shooting that? Ziggy! Ziggy! Yeah. I'm going to bring Ziggy in here for a second. Let me get your microphone turned on. We're going to get Max here to get on us here real quick. Can you shoot us? We're going to get Max. Here you go. I'm going to give you the microphone there. Can you say something and make sure I got you so I can hear you?
Check.
All right. I got you. Okay. So I have to tell you, I know that you guys are going to do your own MVPs and blockers out there, but I like to do a skater of the game, too, from the Good Boy Studios. I want to let you know you're our Good Boy Studios player of the game tonight. You did an excellent job out there. Your intensity, it was just amazing. Your tenacity just to keep going out there. Even after the late hit call, which was it was close, but I think they were right on it. I think it was close, but it's a hard call. But kudos for the officials for calling it, because that was a critical call right there at that juncture in the game. But congratulations, you're the Good Boy Studios. Do you want to say anything to your fans out there that are watching on the live stream?
North Idaho, I love you. I'm just happy to be out here with all my friends.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.
All right, that is Ziggy Stardust. She is the Good Boy Studios player of the game. And I just want to thank you all for coming out here tonight. We've had a really great show. Thanks to Marcos here for helping us out. Everybody that's watching from home. Mimi, who did the in-house tonight, thank you so much. For the Good Boy Studios, I'm Jeff Cullers, the Beet City Bombers. We'll see you right here October 14th. We want to see you in the O'Connor Fieldhouse. But if you can't make it there, you can come here and you can watch it on the Good Boy Studios YouTube page. Thank you, and I'll see you on the track.